What are you doing? Huh? Why don't you go lay out in the sun? Yes, I think you should. It's a beautiful day. It's a little breezy. I know. Oh, my beautiful boy. I love him. All right, guys. Well, I'm back. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Right off the get-go, I got to thank everybody that has responded on my new release that I put out, that single, what's it called? Mountaintop. And thank you so much, man, for the love on there. You guys are just absolutely awesome. It moves me, and I appreciate that, you know. And I know that you guys are, most of you guys out there are hardcore music makers and music lovers, and so it makes me feel good that you appreciate something like that, you know. And I just do it for fun, you know. I got a distributor. I use that, what is it, CD? No, I don't. I used, I was going to say, I did use CD Babies, but I don't use them anymore. I use, God, doggone it, I got a brain fart on that. It's called, yeah, so I did a gig this weekend. It was on the slow side, for sure. There was only like 3 couples, 6 people there on Saturday. Well, there's more than that. There was actually a table of 4, and then 2 tables of 2, and then there was a couple at the bar. So there was like 10, 11, 12 people there over the weekend on Saturday. And I had a feeling it was going to be slow because I had drove around the lake, and went on the south side in the village, and I'm like going, this is Saturday, where is everybody? I mean, usually year round. When I found out that Big Bear does have a down season, like a little downtime, little block of 2 weeks or maybe a month. I don't know if it's that long, but I would say about 2 weeks. Mammoth, where we came from, up in the high Sierras, we had a downtime of 2 weeks in spring and 2 weeks in fall, because these restaurants up there, they need to basically update and clean, because they get so much more snow up there, and the traffic they get, there's a lot more wear and tear, I would call it, in all the restaurants up there. So they take that time off to do a deep clean everything up, and get everything ready for winter. Summer. So anyways, yeah, so I noticed it was slow. I kind of called it that. I knew it was going to be kind of slow. Kim was working was the bartender that night, and she did good. She made great tips. I made actually okay tips for how many people were there. I did, oh God, I think I did $65, $70, you know, whatever. But there wasn't really anybody there. But what I found out, finished telling you, that they have a down season up here, but it's only in fall. I guess there is no down season. So that makes me think that, guess what? The recession or the inflation is catching up. It's starting to hit people's pocketbooks. Now, some of you guys across the country, like in Florida, the South, or wherever you are, maybe it's not affecting you, but here in California it is, because it's so damn expensive. So, yeah, I hope it doesn't affect the summer, because we have a full lake, just damn near. It's like just like 2 or 3 feet short of being completely full. So we got a lot of snow, a lot of rain this summer, a lot of snow, and we're going through the snow melt right now, so the lake is still filling up. So that's awesome. So that's going to be great for all the summer folks that come up here, right? Anyway, so yeah, it was a slow night, but there was like 2 or 3 couples that stuck around, and I usually do 2 hours, my residency, or part-time residency. I play the first Saturday and third Saturday of every month at the Moose, and yeah, so I played for a couple hours, and I go, God, you know what? It's so slow, kick back. And usually when it's like that and there's just a few people, I just kind of take advantage of that. I basically call it a paid rehearsal. So I'll go over an hour, you know, and Kim doesn't mind. She keeps the bar open and keeps them drinking. So the few people that we had, so yeah. So I ended up playing over an hour, went over some songs, but I don't do that often, but once in a while, sometimes you have a drink, and I had a beer, and I'm fine with that. But then I had a shot of tequila, and then I had another beer, and I think I had 2 more shots of tequila. So at the end of the 3rd set, I usually only do 2 sets there, but I played over just to go over some of the new songs that I've got in the set for summer. So yeah, it was fun and dandy, and yeah, like again, the topic of today's vlog is Beast of the Business, and let's see the repercussions of this weekend. That's the first thing I'm going to show you. Okay, so I have this thing here, this flight box. Okay, I wish I could give you the dimensions on it, but I'll put my foot on here, and I usually have my I always have my Beat Buddy foot switch there, not the main component, but the 2 switch Beat Buddy right here. I put the TC Helicon here in the corner. As you see, we've got a crack. I hope you can see it. Let's see. Yeah, I hope the lighting's good, but anyway, man, I got a crack, right? And let's lift this up, and we got a big, it's dented in, as you can see. You can see up underneath, the wood is cracked, okay? And this is the box that I put my feet on. So my feet are usually resting right here, you know, usually when I'm playing. And then I'll boom, hit the buttons or whatever. And I'm up on a bar stool, so I'm up on a high stool. So that's why I have this I use this flight case for a riser. So, because I just like to be up a little bit higher. So, and I installed these guys here. This was working out, those worked out great. So, anyway, so you can see that bow and the big crack, okay? And let's go over here, on this side here. And all I have in here are basically 2 rack mount tracks. This one's tweaked and bent. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to bend that back because it does work fine. So I'm going to tweak that out and bend it back. The bottom one's fine, the black one, but the one with the yellow is tweaked out. And you can see too, it's a little more dented in, and also on the top too, where the Velcro is, dented in. Okay, so yeah, we got a little damage there, and I got to fix that. I'll probably end up pounding this back out on the top here, maybe pound a little bit in the back to straighten out this outside frame. Obviously, this will still be dipped down a little bit once I bend this back out. So what I'm going to do is get I'll get some wood and get the measurements, and I'll put it inside of here. And I'll put a support maybe like right there. First I'll lay some glue in here and try to squeeze some glue in that crack a little bit. And then I will get the wood and glue it here at the bottom. Sorry about this, guys. Got one hand, doing a one hand. And just put a nice little stud in here and even it out and straighten it all back out. And then I'll have support to support this here. And I'm going to obviously keep the wooden support in there and push this back out. So I think it's salvageable. I can bend the track back, because I went to go price one of these and they were over $100. And I did find another flight case that was just about this size. I don't know, I think it might have been a little bit smaller. And I think it was a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to repair this one, because it's just a flight box, and it holds, I think it's a 4 track, it'll hold 4 rack mount devices in there, right? So yeah, that seems to be fixable. Let's see what we got over here. So, like I said, my TC is here, but switch is there. Okay, so, and I did check this out that night. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plug this in here real quick. Excuse the camera work, guys. All right, so hopefully you can see this. I want to plug this in over here. Trying to do this with one hand. Where are you, dude? For the love of God. There we go. Okay, it's firing up. It looks like it's firing up. Yeah. All right, so this is my TC Helicon Play Acoustic that I promote. I love it. No affiliation with anybody or TC. It's just something I love, and I brag about it because I love it. It's done me great, and that's that. So, anyways, yeah, we had a shortage of these guys for a while, I guess. But anyway, so, all right. So let's go into this real quick, and let's see if it's still doing what it did at the end of the night when I was breaking down, because I fired this thing up after I had shut down, and I wanted to see if all the knobs and buttons were and everything were working. So let's go. Let's just go. Well, we're in number 2. Okay, this is another thing too. Oh my God. Okay, so you see, this is a custom setting I did. Right? It says 3-part, or really it's 2-part harmony. It's 2-part slap with a slap back, and I think I got doubler on it. So that's number 3. And then I hit it back again, it goes to number 3 again. So somehow it erased my other one, which didn't have the slap back. It was more of a different type of effect, more reverb and less thing. So anyways, so yeah, so let's see. So let's go to vocal. That pops up. Let's see if this works. Okay, wait, let's go back. Okay, let's go here. Okay, that works. So I say you can't go. Okay, I get it. You have to go back, I guess. Mix works. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's go here. I guess that's nothing. Go back, and that's your menu, I guess. Yeah, that goes in there. Okay, so all those buttons seem to work. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go into vocal. Let's see if it goes through the vocal things. You see I have that on 3-part harmony. I have 2-part high and higher, okay, on this particular setting. And we're gonna go, that's my doubling, delay. It's all there, and I can go get around pretty good. Okay, I guess that's on too. That's I guess that's some kind of doubler or cloning, or I'm not sure what that is. I gotta check that out. But I have that on, but I have it at a real low level. So let's go here. Let's see if we can edit this setting. We'll hit here, okay, and then we're gonna take this toggle switch, or whatever you want to call it, and oh look, yeah, I'm turning, pushing down to turn. Okay, so this is the deal here. I hope you guys can see this. It's see, so I've got the level lit up. So with this toggle, you can adjust your level. I'm turning and turning, nothing's happening. Okay, now when I first got this, I noticed on TC, these are a little sensitive, these electronics, whatever it is, these pods, digital pods. Okay, I'm gonna press down and see if I can get it to move or do something, and it's not doing anything, so it's fried. This toggle here, or this switch, is done. So, but I can get out, and okay, so all right, so when I started playing over, the couples were they were flabbergasted. There was like 2 or 3 couples, and I think Kim's got some footage of it, but she still has it on her phone. But anyways, they just loved what I did, and they were just amazed, and they were so grateful and appreciative. They were just in awe, because I was whipping all kinds of songs. I got a little sloppy at the end because I was drinking a little bit. I didn't get too crazy or anything with the drinking, but I don't like to do that. But once in a while, but there wasn't anybody there going, you know, it's going to make it relaxed. It's just make it a rehearsal. Just pull out some of these songs I haven't done forever, because you know, there's like, I got 200 songs in that freaking book. So anyways, so they're up and dancing, and they're right in front of where I'm at. Okay. And all of a sudden I'm doing this song, and this girl, she was a nurse, because I'd met them at the bar, and they were a couple like my age, our age, maybe a little bit younger. Oh dude, and she just hit my monitor, because my monitor on the floor is in front of this. So I have my track facing out towards the audience. Actually, I don't have this facing in here, because I don't want all the chords. My feet sometimes will hit the floor, and I just don't want all those chords, so I do it all in the front here, right? And so I have it like this, right? So I'm sitting here, you know, my feet are this way, my TC here, and then in front of that I have my monitor, 12-inch two-way right there, a little alto, ancient alto monitor that keeps ticking. It's a good little monitor. Anyways, so this girl they were dancing, and then she backs up away from the guy and backs right up into my monitor and fell straight back. Her ass hit the box right on top of the TC Helicon, and she fell. Of course, I wasn't worried about the equipment at the time. I wanted to make sure she was all right. And I couldn't really do anything, because I had my guitar in my hands, I had my boom stand mic in front of me, and so I couldn't, I mean, just happened so quick, and before you know it, her ass was, you know, down here on my box. That sounded a little weird. Anyway, so she's laying down, and so they come over, the other couples come over in there, and the guy she's dancing with, or her husband or whatever, they pull her up, and she pulls up, and she ends up saying that she's okay, but she's jacked up. She is fucked up. And so so that's what happened, right? So I'm playing again, you know, and I'm kind of looking at my stuff. I'm kind of buzzed, and it's kind of dark, and I did have a colored light on me, but it's not really lit up down here very well, except, you know, the components itself, the little LED lights and stuff on there. But I couldn't really tell if there was any damage or anything. So, because I was still toggling around, even these were all working okay. You know, hold that down. Oh, maybe you have to have the guitar plugged in. Yeah, I don't have the guitar plugged in, so maybe that's not why it's not going to tuning. Huh. Or it's not working. Let's see if this gets around. Okay, that works. Okay. But this is so bizarre. She fell down. Okay, so that's one of my settings. Light 3-part. And then I got a 1-part harmony over my real voice. That's what that is. And then I have the same thing with the added vocal, 3-part, 2-part harmony, right? And so we go here, but that slap thing comes up. That's the next one over, but somehow she fell in here, and it duplicated it twice. There it is again, right? There's 4, and there's 3, both the same freaking thing. I'm like, what the hell happened? Are you kidding me? So I'm going, oh shit. And I need that 2-part, because it's got a really nice effect on it. Oh, dude. So anyway, so after she fell, we found out that she was okay, and I was asking that if she was okay. And so I continued, because she was right in the middle of the song, so I had to stop the song. So I don't know if I continued or started the song over. I don't remember what I did. But as I finished the song, about 3 or 4 minutes into the song, happens again, a second time. But it's not her. It's the other couple, the husband, another couple. And he was just, I guess her wife was so sweet. They were both, everybody there was just so awesome. But he fell exactly the same way. Hit the monitor. He must have backed up and fell back, and his ass landed right on my TC Helicon, basically in the middle of this box. Okay, my TC is sitting right here. Okay, so his ass hit this hard. So that's why this toggle or this circle pod that to help you basically it edits your presets or your okay. Sorry about that. I guess I must have hit a button on this GoPro. I usually don't shoot on this GoPro, but I must have hit a button on it when I was explaining what happened on the box on the second person that their fat ass fell on this box. It was a crazy night. Anyway, so sorry about that, but get back to where I was at. So yeah, I had a second person fall back, and you know, he was probably maybe a little bit heavier. I don't know. He wasn't a real super tall guy or anything, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. He got up, and of course I checked him. That's when I got in a little deeper and I looked at it. I realized the editing wheel, the toggle wheel, or whatever you want to call that damn thing, wasn't working. I noticed that, and then it duplicated one of my custom settings. It got rid of one of my other settings and duplicated the other. So I had two of the same settings on my thing. Going, this sucks. It's like, how the hell did that happen? It is weird. Yeah. So yeah, it's called the Beast of the Business. You know, they were so sweet. The lady had called, and she called Kim or text Kim, and she says, if there's any damages at all, make sure you tell us and we'll take care of it, blah blah blah. I started thinking about it, man, and you know, it's like, if it was maybe one person that fell on it, and I knew who exactly did what on this the gear here, I maybe. But then I started thinking about it. I'm going, well, maybe we can just, I told Kim, I said, well, maybe we could just kind of just say, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It is $400 worth of damage. But, you know, if you want to help pitch in and take care of it, that would be appreciated. And they probably would have paid for the whole thing. But I'm going, you know what? Let's not even go there. Because this TC Helicon has lasted me, 8 years or whatever. And yeah, I've had to learn the ins and outs of the damn thing, but it's always been a good workhorse. It's been there for me. It's never failed. And so, yeah, it might be the kind of time to retire. So I didn't get a box. The box I am going to repair. I'm going to just put a support in there and bend it all back out and put it all back together, and it'll probably be stronger than ever. But the TC, yeah, that's not going to work. So yeah, but everything works on the TC. So all my other customs that I use, my custom presets that I have in there, everything works except one duplicated. And yeah, it's weird. So and everything seems to work on it, except that center toggle pod wheel in the middle. And you gotta have that, man, because you know you want to make adjustments. Because if you're using that in the studio, maybe using the effects in it in the studio or whatever, you got to be able to adjust that stuff, you know. So yeah, I think it's time for it to retire. So I had to order another TC because I got another gig back at the Moose. Not this Saturday, coming Saturday, but next Saturday. So yeah, I'm trying to get that going, and I'm trying to get these other gigs lined up because it's warming up. I'm trying to get on the ball right now and hit the pavement and see if I can get some other bookings. I don't know if I'm going to be back at the 572 Social. This guy Rick that does the booking there, he's actually the owner. I kind of sent him a thing off a couple days ago and said, I don't know when you're going to start booking, but just wanted to let you know I still have that. I wanted to let him know I still have the part-time residency over in on the North Shore in Fawnskin at the Moose Lodge, first and third Saturdays. So, because he worked around that for me, so he booked me all over the other Saturdays that I wasn't working there. But I sent him an email. It didn't happen. It happens sometimes, man. But I'll get into another episode about that thing because there was some things that went down there kind of towards the end at the 572 Social, and I didn't agree with, but I mean, it wasn't nothing real bad or anything like that, but there were some discrepancies, and yeah, but we'll get into that in another episode. And I'm thinking, maybe they're not going to have me back this summer, which is cool. That's all right. Just brush the dust off your sandals and keep stepping. You'll find another gig. And that's which is what I'm doing now because I'm not holding my breath for them. But who knows? I could hear from them in the next few days or whatever. But me and Kim happened to drive by. We drove by the 570 in the Village yesterday, I think it was. They had a fucking band playing out there. And the snow just melted off the deck. So that was weird. And it was it was a band that we'd never seen before. So he could have been maybe auditioning or who knows what he was doing, but yeah, I hate to lose that gig, man, but it's a possibility. And that's what we'll get into another episode about that. But anyways, yeah, I had two fat asses squash my gear over the weekend. Shit happens, it's the beast of the business. So anyway, so that's my vlog, and I just want to let you know what's going on. So I ordered a new TC. I should get it by the end of the week, and then I'll have to get in there, and maybe I'll do a little episode how I set my settings and some of the vocal effects that I use. Yeah, so I love you all, man. Thanks again. Thank you for the support. My boy, I think your name's Chris. Thanks for the donation you gave me last week or a couple weeks ago. I forgot to mention your name in the last episode, and I apologize. But yeah, any donations on my would help the channel, help support it, and keep it rolling. Because it's work, editing, and figuring out things and all that good stuff. So it takes a lot of time. And then also too, I usually don't do that, but I haven't monetized yet, but I think I'll be monetizing. I want to look at that this week. And so I guess all the thumbs up, that really helps supports the channel, and your comments, I guess, helps support the channel. So if you guys want to chat on there, go for it. I don't mind. Anyway, so yeah, it doesn't matter now because I'm not even monetized, but I'm going to work on that. So anyways, you guys all rock. Keep live music alive, man. Soothe the souls. Get in the woodshed. Trust your gut instinct and use common sense, and get out there and soothe souls and bring smiles upon these people, because we need it now more than anything, man. Our country is in a clusterfuck, as you know, and we need to step back, and because music's such a wonderful healer. It really does heal, and it heals hearts and souls. It's an amazing thing. So I support all of you guys that are doing it, and I support all you new guys out there that are getting your sets together and doing a little rehearsing. I support all the old farts like me out there that hadn't been in the circuit for a while, and you want to get out there. My heart is with you, and I got your back. If you got any questions, give me a, go ahead and email me or ask me on the thing. Now, some of you guys have friended me on Facebook. I just want to give you a heads up on that, on the DM or PM or whatever the hell they call that freaking thing. I don't really respond on there as much as I want to, because I get inundated with a lot of stuff on there sometimes, and there's a lot of what do you call? There's hackers that get on there. These companies that want to sell you shit, and so yeah, I stay off the DM. I try not to stay on there. I try not to deal with that. So, but if you want to, chat with me, email me. It's in the description below. Or ask the question right on the episode that you're questioning about or whatever, or any comments you have. So those comments do apparently all help when you're monetized, but whatever. But you guys all rock. Keep on rocking in the free world. Use truth, logic, and common sense, and we're going to be okay, and we'll spread the love of live music. You guys all rock. Talk to you soon.